What's up, guys? Davis here, Fight Bananas. I'm here with more grit than John Wayne. Chin made out of granite. My friend Felicia Spencer. Fee, how you doing?
Good. Great to be here right in person.
I know, I like this. We've done this 22, 26 times, but always through a computer an hour away. I'm like, no, we're getting in person. We're here at the Jungle MMA Fitness in Orlando, Florida. Beautiful day out. It was pretty nice out there today.
Yeah, especially if you're not working outside.
Yes, that's very true. It's very hot. It's very hot. Just like Felicia Spencer's picks. Big week. There's so much going on. There's the PFL, UFC 34, Kinnear, and Gastelum. So much is going on. So Felicia, first and foremost, when multiple events happen in a week or weekend, do you try to like really pinpoint on one? Are you all into PFL, or are you just trying to consume as much MMA as possible?
Usually when I'm like actually watching, I just tend to pick up the UFC because it's so like normal to just watch UFC every Saturday. But, you know, there's obviously a lot of events going on this weekend, especially Bellator too.
Yeah.
Like when I'm doing my picks, I'm looking at all of it. I'm looking at everything. It's definitely a lot to keep up with. So yeah, I do my best, but it's not
okay.
I don't do a lot.
Very cool. Then I'm super intrigued because I got a couple different things for you, but then let's kind of start with your pick, see where you go, and then we'll kind of bounce from that. So Felicia Spencer's Fee-Nomenal pick, UFC 34, it could be PFL. Where are you leading? Where are you going at?
Yeah, well, I thought I got a little mixed up this week with the dates of different events. So I was kind of looking at the UFC card, and I had a couple like that I liked. So I was thinking about like Clay Guida being an underdog. I was thinking about
as soon as the week started, Monday morning, I always do this. I love betting on MMA, so I always look at the lines, and then it kind of like my secondary action's like, oh, where's Felicia thinking?
Yeah.
And the first thing I circled Clay Guida. I'm like, wow, gritty, veteran, underdog.
The
hair. I'm like, oh, Felicia's looking at Clay.
So he's an underdog, and he's always like, you know, he's hard to bet against, but the guy he's fighting is very good.
Really good. Marco Madsen, actually really underrated.
Yeah.
Three-time Olympian, silver medalist. I actually like Madsen a lot in that fight.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I didn't actually pick him for this week, even though it's always a good pick, you know.
Right.
Another one that was a pretty heavy underdog is Josiah Nunez, or I'm mispronouncing her name.
Right.
She's fighting Bea Malecki, but the girl's like 7-1 and Bea's like 4-0.
Yeah.
I think it's a good pick for if you're looking at just the UFC card. Like, you know, I just happen to kind of follow the women's divisions like pretty closely, so I kind of know a little bit about them. But my pick this week is going to be in the PFL. Nothing against Kayla Harrison, but the person she's fighting, Janiyah Fabian, is from a great camp, City Kickboxing. She's huge for in the division. Yep. She's skilled. She's a striker. But more importantly, the numbers are crazy.
It's crazy.
It's insane. When I looked, she was a plus 1100, but you just told me
she like shoot up. She's like a plus 1800, almost plus 2000 now.
It's crazy.
Is wild.
So how could you not bet on her?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what the chances are, that would be my pick, like full throttle this week, is Janiyah Fabian.
So much there. For one, I really love that pick. We talked about it. I just think she's something new for Kayla. Southpaw, long, big, mean. The whole Muay Thai. I think it's gonna be a really good fight. Kayla is super dominant, and I feel if she gets pushed back or if she kind of gets jabbed too much in the first round, like we never seen really Kayla on the comeback or on the way back. She's always led the race. Yeah. So that's super intriguing. Two, also what I heard is that you have a big thing against Kayla Harrison. That's what I heard right here. Felicia Spencer just playing.
No, honestly, I feel like Kayla is like definitely a star. She's obviously a star. She's a future probably legend, you know, in the sport.
Yeah, she's really good.
But I know everyone's beatable, and I love the underdog role that Jenna's in. So, you know, it just on that alone is why I think it's a great pick.
Yeah, so layman terms out there, guys, if you put $100 on Jenna, you would win $2,000. Like, that's crazy. And if you got money out there, you put $1,000, you make $20,000. Like, that bet's realistic. It's real. We've seen Holly Holm knock out Rousey. We've seen TJ Dillashaw beat Barral way back when he was a huge underdog. This stuff happens. It's a fight. You never really know. Okay, so you mentioned Kayla Harrison. I do want to hit on her. For one, did you see the media kind of stuff she got into?
No, I saw like a still of the face-off.
Okay.
I didn't see the...
No. What, earlier in the week, it was like a media scrum for PFL, and they were talking with Jenna and Kayla, and horrible media member was asking for for one, they mispronounced her name, and then two, they like kind of attacked her and say, "Hey, are you going to fight like a man? Or are you going to?" Did you see any of that?
Actually, now that you mentioned, I heard about them calling her a pretty woman. And
And Kayla went after it. I loved it.
How that relates, yeah, I definitely respect Kayla's reaction to that. I thought that was great. Also, I don't know if it was really promoted, but her tweet after was kind of really just genuine. Like, hey, I wasn't meaning to attack the media member. She's just being real. You know? Like, she kind of like put it out there, like, no hard feelings. Just want to say it like it is. Definitely respect that about what Kayla said. Okay,
so there's your pick. We got Jenna Fabian, PFL Playoffs 8. I do want to transition a little bit to the UFC this weekend. It's kind of I call it the Coca-Cola mixed martial arts. It's forward. They got the market share for sure. So a lot of stuff I've heard this whole week and just kind of wanted your angle from it. Kevin Gastelum took this fight on short notice, and it's a big fight. Kinnear has a number 3 by his name, big ranking. One, are you is that something that intrigues you to take short notice fights, especially when it's this high level? I feel it's, the negative on it's dangerous. You're fighting Kinnear, he's ready. Gastelum had maybe 3-4 weeks. Kinnear's been in camp for 2-3 months. Or is it like, hey, Gastelum's lost a couple in a row. I can get up to the number 3 spot pretty damn quick on 1 win. What's your take on short notice fights, especially at that high level? Not even just on the lower card or prelim, a main event, like a huge fight. Are you pro taking that short notice fight?
And I think it all depends on the situation and the fighter. Like,
where you are physically, mentally, stuff like that.
That's like an obvious, like, you have to be like in the gym training and ready to like be competitive.
Right.
But maybe as someone, I don't know if his history of taking short notice fights, but like I've never personally taken a short notice fight.
Really, not one.
And I've never really had that happen. Like nothing more than like 6 weeks. I guess that's shorter than some, but 6 weeks I've always had a solid 6-week camp at least. And maybe at this point, like if I was in the gym ready to fight and something got offered just a couple weeks out, it might almost be like, oh, I want to switch things up a little bit with my mentality and like just go in and just try to kill it in the first round. And that might kind of actually just play to his favor instead of trying to like do a whole game plan thing and like, try to play out what could happen over 3 rounds. It's like, no, I have to finish in the first round because I'm maybe not ready for 3 rounds.
Sure, and like this is my mindset of a non-fighter who's never fought anyone in his life. I got into a little spat. Someone in public skipped me in line. I was like, come on, let's go. Like someone you trained your whole life. You trained for 10, 12 years. You're in the gym. You've seen so many things. It's like, you're always improving, of course, but it's like to a point, it's like, hey, if Pena drops out, a month from now and 8 weeks from now and you're feeling good, it's like, yeah, I'm going to take Amanda on 2 weeks notice, 10 days notice, and maybe surprise her, maybe show her something different, or maybe just your mindset of like, hey, I'm just going all out. 5 minutes, you're getting everything I got, and if you're after that, it might not be a good night for me, it might be a lot of Legos on the floor after that, but after the first 5 minutes, I got you. So
it might just be kind of like get out of your own head and just throw everything and just kind of like just fight, like have the instinct to fight, That might be like, I've never had to really do that either, but I feel like that would almost be like a new experience that would be very like motivating. And
Sure. Once in a while I gotta change it up. You like vanilla ice cream?
Like I said, that chocolate? Number 3 by the name is a big deal. So.
And Gastelum wants that rematch with Izzy. He feels like he was so close to beating him. He's kind of the cream of the middleweights for sure, and he wants to get back there. So it's like that's what he said. He's like, I had to take this fight. I'm taking a chance, betting on yourself, and that's the best way to bet.
For sure.
Felicia Spencer's Fee-Nomenal pick, Jenna Fabian, Thursday night, ESPN 2 on PFL Playoffs 8. We're here live at the Jungle. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to hit some pats. I'm going to get loose a little bit. I'm going to take off the collar maybe. I don't know. But guys, appreciate you guys. Felicia Spencer, Dave Van Auken, Fight Bananas.